And joining us now to discuss further, former Secret Service agent under the Bush Sr. and Clinton administrations, Donald Lane. Donald, great to have you back. We were speaking yesterday. You had said, rest assured, he'll be caught and caught shortly. Here we are today. So authorities saying this was apparently the largest manhunt in the state's history, with 20 different SWAT teams involved in this search. Would you mind providing context to the scope of an operation like this one?
Sure. Good morning, Kelly. Good to see you. Yes, I'm so glad that he was caught, and my prayers and thoughts go out to all the victims here. And I wish the Hoffmans nothing but, strong days ahead. Yeah, this would be unprecedented. To have that many folks involved is a huge law enforcement response. I think it shows that, law enforcement really bands together when things like this happen and the public is in jeopardy. And it speaks to a lot of good cooperation there in Minnesota at the local, state, and federal level. So that would be, a very unusual response to have that many folks involved and that many SWAT teams. But you want to get your tactical teams out on the ground so that if this man, does get encountered, you have your best and most well-equipped officers ready to encounter him.
Authorities also say there was no indication that Bolter was working with anyone else. At the same time, you have reports his wife was found with a weapon, ammunition, cash, passports, about 75 miles from where the shootings took place 8 hours earlier. How do those items square? What are you expecting to hear in comments later today?
I think we'll determine whether that's the case or not. This investigation is just starting. I mean, now that he's apprehended, if he's cooperative, of course, we'll have him to be able to talk to about and see if she was involved. I doubt he'd say anything if she was, but through the investigation, we'll learn that. I had some suspicions that she may be due to the items that were found in her vehicle before this event, and due to the fact that he was able to escape that home seemed quite easily. So, but that'll be determined. There's no evidence that that's the case right now, but it will be determined through this investigation for sure.
A list of about 70 names found in that fake police vehicle that was left at the crime scene. What tactics did law enforcement use right out of the gate to potentially stop further violence? How did that go down?
Kudos to the police there, the local police, who were being proactive going to this house, to check on the Hortmans. I thought that was really great. And you can bet as soon as they knew there was a list involved, they'd be reaching out to all the people on that list. That would be one of your main priorities other than apprehending the suspect in this case. So, I know they jumped on that right away. They were already doing that prior to having the list. So it was a really good job by the local police to take that initiative, get out there. They were able to encounter him, know where he was at. So that was a really good call and very good professional police work.
It absolutely was. Deep political divisions in this country. We have about 30 seconds left. What do you believe is the answer to stop violence like this in its tracks?
It's what the governor said there. It's what most, sane people are saying is we have to be able to get to a point in this country where the violence stops. We're able to have a discussion with people that we differ with politically. There's no problems having differences. It's how you deal with them that matters. And this is not the way to deal with them.
Absolutely not. All right, Donald Lane, always great to see you. Thank you very much for your continued reporting on this case.
You bet. Thank you.